Alright, we're up here at the Coolspring Engine Museum, and we're with our buddy Bill. Say hey, Bill. And Mike. Well, we got something special. Mike is one of the engineer crews up here, and he's going to take us and going to start one of the engines. What is this engine, Mike?
It's a 45 horsepower General Electric.
Huh.
General Electric built the whole thing. It's a generator set with a 4-cylinder gasoline engine. It's probably from the late 20s, maybe earlier, maybe mid to late 20s.
Be careful. Don't slip. You slip, man, this thing is never going to run. Yeah, before you continue, Mike, this thing, when's the last time you think it was run, but run properly?
Well, they said they had it making power about 10 years ago. It's been about 10 years since the generator actually produced.
Huh.
We're not going to be making any power tonight. It needs a little bit of love in the generator end.
Yeah, Mike was working on it this morning. He was servicing it a little bit with what few tools he had.
Just to get the engine running decent.
Right. Just to give it half a chance.
Yeah.
What we got here, Mike? Just an engine pavilion. Yeah, this should be exciting. In the Power Tech building, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place up here. Coolspring, PA. If anybody ever gets a chance to check out these shows, they're pretty good. So I'm going to shut you down until Mike does what he has to do to the engine before it starts, and then we'll show it to you running. Look at the size of these monsters. Oh, this little baby. They got to start you out small, Mike.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to shut you off. They'll let me know when to start filming again. Let's see if I can get a better look at this thing for you. Mike is allowed in behind these ropes because, like I say, he's one of their engineers now. Look, let me show you his badge. He's got his own little badge. Look, you see it there?
Just a private.
Excuse me, Bill, let me get over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's actually looking in there to see when the fuel gets to the engine. Generator on the back of it. Let me walk around and get another look at it. Excuse me, Bill.
Yep.
The General Electric. Is that fuel?
What's that?
Is that fuel?
No, it's water.
Oh, okay.
So it's a central water system. Water flowing in the sight glass.
Oh, okay.
And I know we got water in the engine.
Yeah, there's a hose here hooked up to a spigot over there. And Mike says he's got to wait till that sight glass fills with water. Looks like that one's coming down. They're turning that one off, shutting her down. Look how big it is. Got the guy climbing on it.
Yeah, all right. Just wait water flowing. Oh, you're standing on my water hose, buddy. Come on.
I was seeing if you found that problem. Seeing if you could figure out what the problem was. That was a test.
Where's my water?
You passed it. All right. I'm going to shut you down until Mike gets some water here. And maybe get around this pole so we get a good look at it. All right, Mike, I think we got water.
Is it flowing?
Yeah.
A little bit more gas.
Yeah, we've been staying here about 10 minutes. The whole motor, I think, had to fill up. I was expecting it to come from the bottom, but it actually can't. It comes from the top. It's a water-cooled exhaust. Hey, Mike, does that actually fill up?
No.
No, it just goes what it is.
It should flow. It's just flowing down the drain there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what that is. All right.
Yeah, that's just so you can visually see that it's flowing.
So that water hose was going into the engine, and then it goes and fills the whole engine, and then comes out the exhaust, and then
a lot of flow. It's just
yeah, and then it goes down the drain. Do you know what this was originally out of, Mike?
I was told that it operated a system of lock, a lock system on the Erie Canal.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the locks were operated by big DC motors. This is 250 volt direct current.
Right.
And it would only be started up and run when they needed to operate the locks.
Wow.
Which could be a couple times a day, really.
Yeah, that's historical there.
Yeah, it's neat.
Historical piece of machinery.
Right. But it was dedicated use. It was open the locks, close the locks.
Huh.
So I think all the water was pumped with gravity. There wasn't any pumps.
Right.
As far as I'm aware.
I don't remember if we mentioned, but we're not going to make any juice with this. Mike hasn't fixed his generator yet. He just got the engine running. So we'll turn you back on again when we get closer to starting.
Cylinder has a priming valve. You prime it with a little bit of gasoline.
Mike's going to prime it, each cylinder. Mike just put the crank on the motor. He's actually going to crank this, but he's not going to crank it with one hand. It's well, you'll see. It's tough to explain how he's going to crank it. Probably look more awkward than it is. What is that, Mike? What are you doing, buddy?
This is the air valve. So you got choke and cold, they call it. So that just brings the air up here.
Right.
And once the engine's running and it's warmed up, you flip the valve over here and it draws the combustion air out of the crankcase. So it provides a negative pressure in the crankcase to keep the oil leaks down and to keep oil from going up past the rings.
Okay.
So we're going to have it about half choke to start. So half.
That's the air line going right there up to it?
No, it's just water.
Oh, water pressure, okay.
Yeah, so this is water supply, cooling water supply, and this black one's fuel.
All right.
So there's a fuel pump right here and a manual hand pump here.
Okay.
So I already got the carburetor full.
All right. It confused me. I told you you're going to start it by hand, and I'm thinking it's going to be air start.
Right, no air.
That was my fault. My fault, buddy.
So,
that's why you're the engineer, not me.
Now there's a compression release lever.
Okay.
We move that forward, and that lifts the valves a little bit, so it's got a little bit of compression, but not full compression.
Right.
And we have to retard the magneto to start, and flip the switch on. I ran this earlier today, so it's all lubed up. We know the oil level's good, it's prime.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Mike he maintained this thing earlier this morning.
So I'm gonna just push it through compression on one of the cylinders, and if it fires and lights off, then I'm going to run and advance the timing, and then put the compression to the run position. So, we got water flow, so it's ready to start now.
All right, here we go. Stand back. Look at that. Look at that. Put all his weight onto that. There we go. Oh, almost. Almost. We'll try again. You didn't really give it that much. You weren't that high.
No.
That handle was pretty low.
Might need another prime.
Here we go. Almost. It's probably a multi-man operation to start it. Yeah.
It could be done with one.
But it'd be easier with two more.
Yeah.
Huh. He's running out of gas. That's a big motor. I don't know how big are them pistons, Mike? Roughly.
Probably about 7-inch bore.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of motor to be turning around. If you want to take a break, let us know.
We'll try one more, then we're going to prime it again.
All right.
Yeah. More gas.
All right. Yeah, you're going to prime it again, and then we'll turn yours back on. Hey, get out of there, you old bastard. All right.
Yeah, a little.
Mike, he reprimed everything. He's going to give it another try. There it goes.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Got a little excited there. Almost.
Mike, you want me to run the mixer?
Oh, that might be helpful. Right now it's at like half a choke. You got to be full there.
This is where it was starting to go easy before. So.
All right.
We got Benny too over here. I'm gonna help him. There we go. There we go. Try and get around the other side for you, see what's going on there. What's this, Mike? Some kind of governor? Mike's playing with the throttle a little bit now. let that run for a little bit, and then maybe we'll turn these back on when he shuts it down. See what this exhaust looks like. The exhaust goes across the room here in that pipe. Comes outside here. Oh, listen to it. He's goosing it. Pretty healthy sounding. You guys can see it, but up there at the intake, it's actually starting to frost up. The temperature outside here is about 65 degrees, but that's starting to frost up. That's pretty cool. All right, I think Mike is going to shut her down. All right, go ahead, buddy, shut her down. He's just going to shut off the ignition to it. That's a real fire breather there. It's funny, one of the old timers just came up and told Mike, goes, man, it's been a long time since I've seen that thing running. Like I said, I think it has been running right over 10 years. There you go, locking everything up. Alright, well there you go. Mike is playing with this and showing these guys how to get the generator on it. Maybe one of these videos when Mike gets a chance to work on that.
I'm wondering.
You know, we're 300 miles away from this place, so it's a 5-hour drive for us, and we only come here once a year, so it's not like Mike is going to work on this thing all the time. Maybe next time he comes here he'll work on a generator or something, but
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
It's something for you, so.
Really doing some weird stuff, trying to hold that thing.
All right, Mike, thanks a lot, buddy, for showing the guys how to start it.
It's all in fun.
Pretty cool. Tell them where to come see it.
Coolspring, Pennsylvania. Coolspring Power Museum.
How many times they have 2 or 3 shows a year?
Yeah, you got quite a few events.
Yeah.
3 big ones.
3 big ones. 3 big shows a year, so
Open houses.
check the interwebs there and come on down and see Mike. Say hi to Mike. All right. Enough of this, buddy.
Enough of it.